So here we are in front of the old Toyota Avalon. No one really wants to drive it these days because it looks like a bucket of shit. But I'm going to give it a go spray painting it and see if I can make it go a bit better or look a bit better. It's all flaking off, this paint. Oh, it's not the paint, it's the clear coat on top that makes it look shiny. So I'm going to give it a sand. I've got 120 grit here and 400 to try to get it a little bit smoother. Give it a bit of a prep wash and then give it a spray. And I got this spray can there off my mate's shop. Oh, it used to be called Les Earls, now Brett Morrison. And they make up these packs of cans that matches your car. And I'll spray it on and see what it comes up like. A little bit of a tedious job. Start up in one corner, work your way around. I'll put it on time lapse for you guys, and then once all that's done, we'll spray it. See how we go. Anyway, might look a little bit better than, I don't know, looks like a bit of a bomb at the moment, but I like this car. It's taught a few of the kids to drive and all that sort of stuff. So anyway. Many years ago when I was a young bloke, an old fella come round to my house to teach me how to do the speedball boxing, and his name was, well, he was a relation of Des Upton, so it must have been his father or grandfather. And I thought he was a real old bugger. He must have been only about, I don't know, 70 odd. Anyway, I woke up that morning with a bit of a hangover, and he said, "Come on, young fella, I'll show you how to teach you how to hit the speedball." And so I got out and showed him my little technique, you know, your elbows and hitting it. And he said to me, "Listen, young fella, if I ever see you use your elbows again, I'll wrap them around your head and pull them through your ears." And I haven't sort of done much elbow hitting since then. So anyway, he taught me a few techniques. Everyone knows the standard one, just double bounce. That's pretty straightforward, But the one he showed me, and I really like, and it's really hard to get right, is as you hit it up off the backboard, you hit back down again. So it's more of a, and it teaches the boxers to keep their hands up. And anyway. Hey, what's up guys? Just finished. My sander just did the last bit and stopped working, so must have known it was bloody afternoon tea time. But like to thank my subscribers. A few new guys come on board last month, and look, I'm not doing it really for subscribers. It's really just to have a bit of fun, and during this COVID stuff I was a bit bored, so but anyway, YouTube reached out to me and sent me this little notebook. So thank you very much. You get a notebook once you get 20 subscribers. So thanks very much for you guys that subscribed. I'll make a few notes here and a few good jokes and things like that. Anyway, you can see here now it's all done. And in a little while I'll prep it properly, but thought I'd just see what it looks like once I give it a bit of a wipe over. too bad. I reckon I mightn't even need to spray it. I reckon I could just drive around looking like that now. The rest of the car's got a whole heap on it as well, and I got a quote off a guy and he wanted $3,000 to paint it, and I don't know, these cans are a couple of bucks, you know, I don't know, 10 bucks or something. 6 cans, 60 bucks. A bit of this stuff and a bit of sandpaper. And I don't know how long it took me, maybe half an hour, maybe an hour, I don't know, just kept going. Anyway, some of the spots I sanded right down to the metal. I didn't mean to do that. What I meant to do is just take the top off it and just take the clear coat off and down to the paint, and then I can just prep it back and spray it on again. And then when you spray this paint on, they say wait about 2 hours, maximum 6 hours, and then spray that clear coat on, and it should sort of look a bit like a normal car or a normal paint job. But this bit here is right back down to the metal, so I'll just give it a spray, see what it looks like. So I didn't want to go down to the metal, but just to stop it rusting in the next week, I'll give it a bit of a cover there, a bit of paint, and look, I reckon it'll come up all right. So thanks to you guys that watch this stuff. Next episode will be spraying it or something like that. And done a few jobs today, so I thought I might treat myself to a bit of fishing down the Fitzroy River. So chuck a few crab pots out. So I'll get out early tomorrow morning and getting ready, get the tinny ready this afternoon, go for a bit of a fish. We call it crabbing, but it's really just the greatest excuse to waste your morning or whole day in some cases. And this is what us Australian blokes do. Like, we say, oh yeah, go and crab and catch a feed for the family, but really just going out with some mates, drink stubbies all day, do nothing, and sit in a boat. So anyway, that's what it is, crabbing. But anyway, got a couple of me pots out. In Queensland, you're allowed to use 4 pots per person. Can't keep female crabs, and they've got to be legal. And this one here is a bit special to me. My mate's dad gave it to me. Thanks, Porter. And I look after these ones, and yeah, I'll keep an eye on this one tomorrow and make sure no one else picks it up. So that's me pots. I'll jump on board and start the motor. Haven't been in the tinny since Christmas time, and we'll see how she goes. Start the water. So my boat got this outboard, full start, 40 horse, goes alright. Just give it a couple of primes. You can hear it go in, put it on the start. Usually primes first pull, and then there you go. There are the motors. Just had a little bit of a blew at the hose. I'll ring a couple of my mates, see if they want to come out with me tomorrow. I look a bit stupid saying this if I'm by myself, but anyway, see if they want to come out. Ever since I've had an auxiliary motor, the primary one or the main motor hasn't failed me ever. But prior to having this, nearly every time I went out I used to have dramas. So anyway, how's that for karma? Anyway, so this one's pretty straightforward. Bit of choke, make sure it's in neutral. The prop on this loves to spin no matter what, so make sure it's clear. Anyway, that should do it. Once he starts, just give it that bit, probably halfway now full. My word, how good are these motors? I don't reckon that has started in 2 years. Last time I went on a sailing trip 2 years ago, or a bit longer than 2 years, to the Australian titles for the RL24s. That's that little sailboat that I'm going to pull apart and try and make as light as I can. But anyway, that's the last time it ran. You saw that second pull, she just goes. Anyway, the main thing you got to do with these ones, I should have done it, is turn the fuel off and run the fuel out. I reckon when you run the fuel out of them, it just keeps the carburetor clean and no gunk or crap in it. So anyway, that's what my theory is, and go alright. Got a little bit of a problem here with the fuel intake, and not screwing down properly, so I don't want to lose it, so I'll just lapse that down. Anyway, ready to go crabbing. See you out there tomorrow.